Yes, welcome to the Weege Show from Anaheim. We found him, the one everybody wants to talk to, the full focus at Anaheim on the big story. Justin Brayton is here.
What's up, Weege?
Are you really not racing?
Well, we're in talks right now.
Oh, Lars, make this happen, buddy.
Yeah, I could make it happen, but you just ruined the moment, so sorry, dude.
I mean, we got contracts in here. Look,
you, Weege.
You surely have more than 2 motorcycles.
You open the program.
Right
First page. First page.
Perfect 10.
First
Perfect
page.
10. We tried to get you on the cover. I got as close as I could get. You're not even racing, so I tried. Surely you have another motorcycle around somewhere, man.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
Okay, hard negotiating.
Are you going to negotiate for him?
I will do whatever it takes.
Yeah,
Well,
right now.
I'll start here. 2011 Heat Race 1 winner, right here.
I mean, 2011.
You won another one, didn't you?
2020. Yeah, I mean.
Yep. Led some laps.
Lars and I were together.
Yep.
Right.
Led some laps in the main.
Yeah.
You were running up
so.
front.
Yeah.
2020 was great on the
yeah.
Honda. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just a suggestion, because otherwise it means you're not racing, and I don't know if I'm ready.
We still got 24 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe 12 hours to figure it out.
And
so
we
got
always
time.
we always have a spot for him, so
We got
That's
time.
where I'm at.
We got time.
Good luck, please, please. Because Matthew keeps saying, "How are you going to deal with it?" I'm like, "Deal with what? You haven't not raced yet."
That's right. That's right.
Did you see Paris? Podium speed right here.
well,
Number 1 qualifier.
champion, that's all you gotta say.
Exactly. He's put everything on the resume Honda could want. Make it happen. Justin Brayton's here, thank God. This is the Weege Show. And speaking of that, it's actually brought to you by Honda, both the CRF 450R and 250R this year. Work on the handling, and more importantly, the low-end power, because you want to have torque and acceleration out of those corners, and that's what the Hondas are designed to do. Both the 450 with a revised engine setup for the new season, and some chassis changes as well. And the 250 that already proved itself with Jet Lawrence winning both titles last year, and Hunter giving a good run in Supercross and giving him a run for his money outdoors. Can I interrupt your meal real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Can I do that? Sorry, you probably waited so long, Colt Nichols, but the show is brought to you by Honda. Tell me about that CRF 450R. Totally unbiased, even though Weege Show is brought to you by Honda, and you are too. Totally unbiased.
Very unbiased. Honestly love it.
Okay.
I'm kind of shook how good it is and how happy I am with the bike. We had to do some stuff at first for sure to get it more comfortable. They were just a certain direction, and I wanted to go kind of complete opposite. But now that we're there, I'm pretty pumped. Yeah, I'm ecstatic with where we're at. So it's been good.
The only thing that could be better, can they get Brayton on the team? I'm just politicking for it. It would be great.
I know. He needs to actually come back just for at least a few rounds, maybe show me the ropes a little bit. I probably need it. So yeah.
No, I wouldn't hold it against you. I've asked this before, but you're in this audition rookie year combo thing.
Yeah.
Do you even focus on that? Because most 450 guys are like, I gotta learn. But you also want to show what you've got.
Yeah, I mean, it's more just learn. I mean, like, the showing what you got is still, I think that comes with the time, and more just coming with the laps and everything else. So as long as I'm there doing that, that will come. So I just want to learn, really.
So you're not looking at like, I gotta build the resume and show the industry.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, because that, like I said, if I do what I want to do and what I think I can do, that'll come. So I'm just in a really good headspace. Like, I have zero pressure to do anything, and I'm excited about that. I'm in a good spot.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, no riding today.
No.
Enjoy your lunch.
I sure will. Thanks.
Try to get Brayton on the team. What do we got?
We want to talk to you.
On the show?
Yes.
But I'm doing my own show. What do we got? This is our radio broadcast?
Radio broadcast.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna do this on the Weege Show. Just go to powersports.honda.com to check out our sponsor, and let's do it. Where are we going? Big radio?
Big 49, it is Stretch, and we are here now. Oh.
No, make sure. Look,
I gotta hit go.
I've had technical problems too.
I get it. Engineer. If you know one, Weege, let me know. Here we go. Big 49, it is Stretch, and we are here now at A1, getting ready to talk to our favorite moto broadcaster in the world, Mr. Weege. What's happening, dude?
All right, that means I'm better than Daniel Blair.
Yes, you are my favorite.
I'm way better than Steve Mathis.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a big step. I appreciate it. I'm doing great. Yes, thank you.
Cowboys.
Yeah, well, he's a loser who he picks. You can just tell by his taste. Yeah, he picks the Dallas Cowboys. Come on, Blair.
See?
Yeah.
See what happens? And then our friend Dan Hubbard, I don't know what he's a fan of either, but it doesn't matter. You were superior to them all, Mr. Weege.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you here on the show.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to this season? There's a lot of difference coming on this year.
Well, I mean, Anaheim was always awesome because of that. And I think what's interesting is we have some establishment, right? I think everybody assumes that Sexton, Tomac, and Anderson are going to be amazing and great. They were last year. Everybody remembers Sexton Outdoors. But I'm curious to see, I think they're like known. You can count on those three.
Yeah.
But what about, say, Cooper Webb? You know,
who's back.
coming back. You've got to figure he's going to be better this year.
Yeah.
And then there's so many other stories like that. Like I saw you guys just talking to Dylan Ferrandis.
Yeah.
He's almost guaranteed to be better than he was last year.
And that bike,
on and
there's
on.
so much hype on that bike. That's
Exactly.
like God's gift to motorcycles, apparently. The
That's what
23
some people are saying.
YZ450. Yeah.
That's what Mathis says.
Yeah.
So when you start thinking about 3, 4, 5, 6 other guys that should be better than they were last year,
Yeah.
maybe all the KTM guys, maybe Plessinger and Musquin as well. Musquin even won a race.
Yeah.
And then Roxon on the Suzuki, what a wild card. You've got a lot of stories now.
You know, Roxon said something in the press conference that caught my ear, and I remember last year before the season, he was just kind of mellow, like, yeah, I'm not, no real expectations, whatever happens, happens, and then he came out of 1A1. I'm
I know.
like, he may win tomorrow night. When I heard that on the press conference, I'm like, he may win this whole thing tomorrow night.
He is especially around one. He says he doesn't know why. I think that every rider has a different level of how the nerves affect them.
Yeah.
I don't think confidence has ever been a Roxon problem.
Yeah.
I don't think he goes to a certain track. Oh, you're gonna help? No, your engineer is good. Keep
my
him.
bad engineer
Keep
just
your
took over
engineer.
your
Yes.
camera. There goes your show, Weege.
I think some of the riders ride worse at the first couple rounds because they're nervous.
Eli's never good in the first round.
Exactly.
Typically. Yeah.
Some riders are like, I gotta get comfortable.
Yeah.
I think Ken wakes up in the morning and he's comfortable on a motorcycle within 1 minute.
Yeah.
It still pays off even at the opener. So I think that's why he's won 4 times.
Weege, what about the new format as far as more of a national track, or getting into some of these rounds? Do you think any of these riders are going to have a little better?
Later in the year. Well, we have the playoffs at the end of the year, the Super Motocross World Championship, and they announced the tracks and locations today.
Yeah.
In case you didn't see their press conference, they're going to ZMAX Dragway and Charlotte Motor Speedway, which is my backyard, and Chicagoland Speedway in Illinois. They don't even have a NASCAR racer anymore, so they're like, have at it. Take
It's
the
like
infield,
hybrid tracks,
blow it up.
too.
Well, yeah, to your point, they're hybrid tracks. We've seen that kind of thing before, and I'll be honest, they have not been great. When you don't have whoops and don't have technical sections, on a Supercross track, you kind of take the areas where they pass away.
Yeah.
And if it's not gnarly enough to add that element of outdoors, it's going to be a question to see if they can get the best of both worlds or the worst of both worlds.
Yeah.
They look spectacular.
Yep.
But what I like is the enthusiasm. Everybody seems pretty pumped.
Yeah.
We'll try this and we'll see how it works out. So everybody's going to put their best foot forward.
I'm excited about this. Like I said, there's so many variables and so many different things out there. But what are you expecting of this track after all of the rain in Southern California? And I'm looking at it right now, and it looks pretty damn good considering the rain we've had.
Never predict mud races on Tuesdays because they will not be a mud race on Saturday. This is what they do. They have this technology. They cover the track with plastic. It's amazing. Now, it's not going to rain today, Friday. It's not going to rain tomorrow. Sunshine, a little bit of breeze.
Yeah.
It might be a little softer in the transitions. If you ask the riders, they'll probably notice, but it is not going to be a mud race in any way, shape, or form.
Little different, but yeah, not fully in the mud.
Yes. Yep.
Now, what about the whoops? That was the big story of A1 last year. Last year, they're like, usually we get mellow whoops in the first round, and they were gnarly. What do you think for the whoops this year?
Yeah, so they ended up being gnarly all year. Now, I talked to track guys last year, and they swore they did nothing different. It just worked out that way.
No, they were huge.
They were huge at every race, and they were pointy. So guys that like to jump the whoops, like say Webb and Musquin, you couldn't really do it. The transitions were too steep.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see it shy back the other direction.
I would think so too, because all the riders complained that we talked to.
Yeah, like I think it was Anaheim 2 or 3 last year. We had a great battle with Anderson and Tomac. It was great, but it was also death-defying. It was which one of those guys was willing to ride that ragged edge of the whoops. And it was good for Anderson, he won, but I think all those guys are like, we don't want to have to be that level 17 times a year. So I think you're going to see the whoops tamed down, probably including here. And that's going to help some guys.
That's going to help a lot of guys. Okay, because they collected more guys than any other part of the track all year long.
Yes, and if you take the big whoops were a big problem for Webb. If you take, or the sharp whoops, I should say, if you take that out, and then he gets to focus on the things he's really good at, going tight inside lines and things like that, it could start tilting the balance.
And he's also more comfortable with that bike now. It's the second year in that frame. Whereas that's another one too. One of those guys, the rest of the Rockstar guys and the Gas Gas now, it's their first year with that new frame. And is that going to affect how they have results?
Yeah, it is for Barsha. The Husky guys had it last year. It is for Barsha.
Okay.
But I think, first of all, they got to learn from the whole year's worth. Okay. But I was told the team was going to take a little different tact of how they were going to develop it. And I think what happened was they took the stock bike, which everybody says is good, and they put all their race parts on it from day one. And they only rode stock frame race parts. Okay. And they're starting to think like, let's start more with a stock motorcycle and slowly add pieces and parts. Because apparently they're like, the sucky part is the stock bike's actually great. The race bike is introducing problems that the stock bike doesn't have.
But you don't need a 450 on a track this small and this tight. The 250 is much better suited for
It's not a power thing. I think what they do is they just build the bikes stiffer and stiffer and more rigid. Let's put the biggest bolt on the gnarliest parts. And a lot of times it's like, dude, I think the stock bike that's just softer might be better. So let's go in that direction first and then build up instead of starting with the gnarliest bike we can build and go down.
Now, I know you can't have personal favorites, but we always do our picks, so we pick who we think is going to win.
I'm good now. I used to root for Justin Brayton. Apparently he's retired, I'm not sure. So I can...
Oh, he's not coming back this year?
As of now, but it's 24 hours. Okay. So we'll see. As of now.
Who do you got? Who are your favorites for the overall wins, both A1 and for the season?
Well, I always get out easy on the title thing. I'll just pick Eli Tomac. He's a champ. No one can at me.
You can't.
No one can at me and say that one's ridiculous. I don't think Tomac will win the opener. He struggles here most of the time. Typically. He had one good Anaheim and he should have won, but he crashed. But most of the time, typically not good. Why not Jason Anderson? I don't think he's affected by opening round pressure. I don't think that stuff gets in his head. He doesn't have a lot of new stuff to work through. That's my pick.
Second year on the team and the bike. My pick, we went to our psychic tarot cards, and Chase Sexton is the winner according to our
according to the tarot cards. Okay.
Tarot cards say Chase Sexton wins it all.
Crystal ball and everything. All right.
And other than that, we're pretty comfortable with that Eli pick too. It's like, he's Eli. Well, you know,
You don't need tarot cards for that. Perfect.
So there we go. Weege, thank you so much for stopping by and taking a few minutes of your time with us.
Created content on the Weege Show. Couldn't be better.
Go. Thank you, sir. Have a good one. Best of luck this season.
This engineer is awesome. Good job holding the camera. Now you can take your mic.
I'll do a one-liner for
Big 49. Oh, I got to read some stuff?
I want a liner from Weege.
All right, here we go.
Chicken waffle.
Which one you want?
Top one.
All right. Hey, this is the Weege, Jason Weigandt. You're listening to the Big 49, the only moto rock station on planet Earth. Nailed it?
You got to work all year now. You don't get like the Supercross season off.
I'm at most of these anyway for Racer X, so hey, I'll take it. Thanks, boys.
Thank you, man.
There's free food in there. Is there free food in there? We got to go get it. Aaron Hansel, how'd you do on camera today?
Unfortunately, I did pretty good.
Oh.
I was really hoping for some weird, awkward moments.
I know, because we want to make fun of you for it.
Right.
All right, well, we'll take the free extra help on camera. Seriously, Kellen, how did he do?
He did great. He
did great.
He said, "I'm really bummed this hasn't gone more awkwardly."
Because we wanted more.
We wanted more like funny, offhanded things like that.
Yes, our Racer X Slack channel. We wanted Kellen to come in and say, "Wait till you see this clip of Aaron Hansel," and we don't have it.
No, it was good.
Gosh.
This time, I have a reputation to uphold.
No, I know the awkwardness. My reputation to uphold is getting free food, and where is it? Did I miss?
Hey,
There's a couple there.
Snoopy, really good too.
Unless there's something in these drawers, I'm about to be very disappointed.
Two kinds of chicken things here.
And they're gone.
You missed that. And then they had these nice dips here. That's gone too. It trends down here.
So I can have a yogurt and...
I don't know what the correlation between yogurt and chicken was, but they're putting something together here.
No, I'm putting together only one, Joe.
You have here. You can take your pick of this.
Oh, and I can dip it. I've got dips. All right, I'm going to eat lunch while it's here. Thanks, Jersey Joe. And I don't think any riders are left anyway. We'll be right back. And we're back deep in the hallways of Angel Stadium. You don't want to take it for granted that you get out here and get to do this job. I mean, for me, I was a kid. I'm from New Jersey. The idea that I would go to California even once in my life seemed like a bit of a stretch. The idea that I get to go to California multiple times a year, and most importantly, I get to go to the most anticipated race of the year, which is Anaheim 1. And this year I was back hosting the press conference with Daniel Blair. I have not been the host of the press conference since 2010. But as we've been talking about, the entire industry is working together with best practices, and they invited me back. And I don't take it for granted, the fact that I'm at this stadium this weekend, and it's beautiful out. That's why the track's not gonna be muddy. And you get to soak in that hype. There is no day quite like Anaheim 1. I mean, we wear nice clothes. It's like the first day of school where you're showing off your new duds. But I'm only doing it because my daughter makes fun of me for dressing horribly. But I do that to save money so she can dress nicely, because it's more important to her than it is to me, that's for sure. Where was I? The hype of Anaheim 1. Everyone's feeling better than ever. I wish I could sum up what every single rider said individually, but I could just sum it up for the entire group and just say that everyone feels better. Cooper Webb said he was tough on the team and really pushed them to make the bike better, and he feels he's in a better spot. Aaron Plessinger, he feels better than he did last year, was not in a good spot with the bike a year ago, feels a lot better now. Christian Craig does not consider himself a rookie. He thinks he can ride really well because he's used to racing with these guys. Malcolm Stewart looking to make a step. Marvin Moodscan, Justin Barsha, they're always good. They expect to be good again. Eli Tomac, he likes the lighter weight of the new Yamaha. Dylan Ferrandis said he doesn't really notice the weight difference, but he notices the balance of the bike in the rhythm sections and the whoops is a lot better. And Ferrandis doing just more fine tuning this year instead of trying to make huge swings at the motorcycle like he's done the last few years. Any chance this gate is open? Any chance this gate is open? Jason Anderson didn't need to change much. He's trying to figure out a way to avoid the mistakes. Got to go around. This one? Hey, thank you. People always complain about the security guards, but they never mention when they hook you up like that. Jason Anderson said, yeah, he's trying to figure out a way to cut out the mistakes. He had a couple of main races last year where he lost points. And if he could just cut that out of the program, yeah, I do. I should put it on is what I should do. Oh, they hooked me up and I screwed them over. You got that? I thought they would. I thought it would spring back. All right, well, so much for being cool to the security guards. I already screwed them over. Anderson's trying to cut out the mistakes that he made last year because he knows that cost him a lot of points. On and on the list goes of riders who expect to be good. Chase Sexton says he's in a completely different spot with the motorcycle than he was a year ago, and he said this is the first time he's gone to a Supercross race actually hoping that the whoops were big and gnarly because he was never as comfortable in whoops as he is now. Like I said, it all adds up to this. Everyone's feeling fitter and faster and better and healthier and more comfortable than ever. We know that's not going to be the case for everyone once we actually go racing. Even Larry Brooks, who's the team manager for Roxon on the Progressive X-Star Suzuki HEP team, said we don't really know. We think we're in a good spot, but we have no idea until we go racing. And that's really the case with everyone, right? And that's what makes Anaheim 1 so good. We don't have any idea because they don't have any idea. And don't take this moment for granted. It's the most exciting part of the year. Saturday night, it's gonna be so cool to be in this environment, in the most unpredictable race that is even now started to trend in the direction of unpredictable results. Last couple of years have been wild. Barsha winning a bunch, not winning any for the rest of the year. Roxon did that last year. So now we have unpredictable results to match a day that starts with great anticipation but being unpredictable. Let's hope it happens. Thanks to Honda for backing the Weege show, and Honda signed Justin Brayton to get on that CRF 450R because the handling and the power are approved for 2023. Go to your local Honda dealership and buy one and then give it to Brayton so we can race it.